I just got done looking through every single skin in the game in order to find skins that look better in battle scarred than in any other condition. Now I would like to mention that Slade uploaded a video just like this while I was making my own, but I'll do my best to mostly include skins that was not on his list. We have a lot of skins to talk about, so let's jump right into it. First off, we have the Revolver Bone Forged. This is the factory new one, and it has the copper looking metal parts with the carved handle, and when you take a look at the battle scarred one, the metal parts turn green. This is very interesting because the reason this gun turned green is the same reason the Statue of Liberty is green. It's because when copper is exposed to the elements, it essentially rusts, and the rust of copper is called patina, and it's this green color. Next up, we have the M4 Mud-Spec from the Anubis collection, which has this dirt looking camo mixed in with the metal parts of the actual weapon. It looks pretty cool for the price, but look at the battle scarred. It's so much more brown, almost a gold color, and in my opinion, it looks so much better than the factory new, and it's also almost 4 times cheaper. Up next is a green alternative to the off-world skins. It's the Nova Toy Soldier from the Horizon case. In factory new, it's just a green Nova that gives me really strong Toy Story vibes, but if you take a look at the battle scarred one, you'll see a bunch of markings on it resembling a tank, a truck, and a couple of soldiers. It's a very cool touch, and it spices up your boring Nova skin. Next up, we have the XM Watchdog on both this green background and the brass looking metal bits with lions in it. It's a very cool looking XM skin, and in battle scarred, it once again turns very green, which I assume is the copper content in the brass, and it kind of gives me a jungly overgrown vibe.
Are you looking for cheap low float skins for trade ups? Check out today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. It's the most convenient trading bot site where you don't have to overpay for low floats. I found this .08 AWP Elite build and this .09 M4 Tooth Fairy, and the tradable M4 was delivered to my inventory instantly. If you apply code TechSavvy, you get a 5% deposit bonus, and you also get a $5 trading bonus when you start trading. Don't worry if you don't have any skins, just head over to Freebies and you'll find 3 giveaways, all the way up to a gut knife gamma Doppler, so use my link in the description to start finding deals on low float skins today.
Up next, we have the P90 Neoqueen, which is a very cool kind of pinkish grayish graffiti skin from the Revolution case, and when this turns battle scarred, this is probably the most drastic change. Look how purple it gets. It looks so much better in battle scarred, and it's also a lot cheaper than in factory new. Next up, we have the AWP Exoskeleton, which is a very 3-dimensional skin with a skull in the middle. When this turns battle scarred, it's pretty much the closest thing you'll get to an AWP case hardened blue gem, and in my opinion, it looks amazing for the price. Next is the Glock Ramese's Reach, which is this very cool Egyptian themed Glock showing the desert and the eye, and in battle scarred, you'll see a pattern emerge. You can see sort of a mummy and a bunch of hands just under the eye. It is a very unique wear pattern, and I personally like this one a lot. The Glock is followed closely by another Anubis skin, the AWP Black Nile. This one just looks very gray, but very cool in factory new, with this wavy terrain looking pattern on it, but once you get into battle scarred, it looks gold. It's very cool. I really love the battle scarred one, and it doesn't cost much at all. And now we get into the expensive skins. First off, we have the AWP Asiimov, which doesn't come in factory new. The best condition is field tested, and this is what a field tested looks like. I'm sure you guys are all familiar, and I'm also sure that you know that if you get this above a float of .95, the scope will lose all of its paint and go completely black, or in this case, gray. In CSGO, this was a lot more black, but it's still pretty cool in CS2 to have a completely gray scope. Up next, we have the sawed-off copper, which as the name suggests is made fully out of copper, and you already know what's gonna happen. That's right, it turns completely green when you get it in battle scarred. Up next is one of my favorite skins ever, the AK-47 Panthera Onca. In factory new, it just has the panther and the beige camo, but if you get it in a high battle scarred float like this .99 one that I have here, then you will be able to see this amazing pattern on the magazine with the leaves and the baby panther. The next skin on the list is actually going to be a knife. It's the classic knife Crimson Web. If you get it in minimal wear, the entire blade has the Crimson Web finish on it, but if you get it in battle scarred with the decently high float, you can clearly see the splash pattern on the blade. I'm not going to say which one looks better. I kind of prefer the minimal wear one, but I can definitely see how someone would prefer battle scarred. Next, we have one that is quite funny. It is the AK X-Ray from the Havoc collection. collection. A lot of people tend to hate this skin. I personally like it quite a bit, although maybe not at the price that it currently is. But the reason this is funny is because if you get this in a really high float battle scarred, if you look at the mag, that's right, it's a big fat I don't know why this is so funny. Apparently it's just a bunch of children playing the game. But anyway, up next we have the M4A1-S Welcome to the Jungle from the Ancient Collection. This is a pretty good looking and relatively affordable-ish Operation Red. And when you get it in a high float battle scarred, the skin gets covered in snake scales. This is very cool, and I actually own a .99 one of these. And the final skin on today's list is the AWP Desert Hydra. It is the red from the 2021 Mirage Collection with a bunch of orange snakes on it and a white scope, stock, and barrel. But when you get it in a .59 battle scarred, the scope once again turns completely black with just the bronze details remaining. This is called the Black Hydra, and they are very, very, very expensive. That's gonna be it from me this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed these battle scarred skins. And if you want to know exactly what I've invested in, I reveal every single one of my investments in the video on screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.